Pokehidden is a Brazilian animator and artist, widely known by the Brony community as the guy who created the infamous Banned from Equestria Daily game. He's created a few comics and has a very unique art style. He originally started posting art and animations in 2009 and began actually getting popular around 2012, mainly from creating MLP art and animations. He went dark for a few years and then eventually came back to Ink Bunny and then Subscribestar. I've taken this opportunity to contact him and ask him a few questions that I've been wondering for the past 10 years or so. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Getting straight into topic, what inspired you to create Banned from Equestria Daily?
Oh, that's an easy one actually. I saw this posted somewhere and I can't recall where I saw it, but it might have been Equestria Daily. I'm not sure. And I was like, oh, I should do something with that. Could have been a pic or animation. Designing the game was a bit arbitrary. I think I was just in the mood to make a game at the time.
I think it's pretty crazy that you made it all on a DS.
That's also slightly inaccurate. All the animations were on the DS, since I quite enjoyed animating there, but the backgrounds I did on my computer.
Oh shit, really?
And of course, all the coding and such,
What kind of DS and software did you use?
It was a standard DS Lite. I had a R4 piracy cartridge. I used a homebrew drawing app for it called Animanity. So I draw all the character animations there, then go through the stupid process of exporting those as AVI. Getting an SD card to the computer, convert the AVI to GIF, then import those Adobe Flash and convert them to vectors in it.
Oh geez, that does sound like a pain. Did you have any problems with the DS itself, or did you use the same one the entire time?
I had a DS go bad on me, but that was before I started working on the game. I was posting lewd DS animations on Fur Affinity for a while at the time. The scariest technical problem I had while making Banned was when I reached the memory limit of Flash CS5. Luckily, getting Flash CS6 fixed that, and I could keep working.
Alright, did you pay for any of the programs?
Why? Are you working for Adobe?
No. No, I mean, I would never pay for their subscriptions. I did pirate Flash when I was still in high school, so I don't blame you at all.
Good. I really hate the continuous payment model. Like, I currently use Clip Studio Paint, which I bought the pricey one-time payment for. Maybe I would do the same for Adobe. Not that it matters. Flash was discontinued years ago.
Yeah, rest in peace, Flash. I was actually so concerned at first when they announced that it would be killed, but then I found out about Ruffle. You've mentioned before that you've traveled. What places have you traveled to before?
I traveled a few times before, yeah, but that was with my parents when I was much younger, and they had a lot of money. I went to France, to Paris, and Bayou, to Vancouver in Canada, and Buenos Aires, El Calafate, and Ushuaia.
Wow, Mr. Worldwide.
Well, it's missing Asia and Africa. And also Oceania. Can't recall if Malaysia is considered part of it or not, but I have a friend there. I'd love to visit someday.
What's been your favorite place visiting?
Oh, easily Argentina. Walking on Perito Moreno is so fucking cool.
Oh, the glacier? I've only heard about that. Is it big?
Pretty big, yeah.
Oh wow, those pics look pretty.
I thought it was really cool. Traveling is fun.
Yeah, I've only been to a few countries.
You come from US?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been to Ireland and Germany very briefly, and to the Middle East. Who's your favorite Pokemon, and who's your least favorite?
Ah, shit, the tough questions. I like to say my favorite Pokemon is Mesprit. As for the least favorite, that's hard to say. They had new terrible ones each gen. I'm torn between picking Klefki as a rep for all the bad lazy object pokes, Or Mega Charizard as a rep for everything bad about modern Pokemon.
Oh, what did you think about Ash's story finally ending?
I was a bit cynical about it. To me, it came across as them giving themselves an excuse to draw more marketable protagonists. Because otherwise, there's no reason for it.
Weird question. Would you consider yourself as lazy as you were 10 years ago?
Oh, no way. I work much harder nowadays than 10 years ago. That changed a lot.
A bit of a personal question, so if you want to pass it on it, I understand. You said before that you went to rehab. Do you mind mentioning why?
I believe it wasn't rehab, and I used the wrong term. I was probably referring to these group therapy sessions that I was going to for eating disorder. Sorry for the disappointment. It's nowhere near as sexy of a story.
Yeah, it's all good. How come you changed your name from Pokehidden?
Well, I didn't want to keep the same name since I wasn't drawing the same kind of content anymore. Like for instance, I stopped drawing ponies and I thought if I kept the same name, then people might have been upset. But I also didn't want to make it a secret, so I thought it'd be amusing to make it similar and let people make connection without ever denying it.
Speaking of names, there was a person called Pokefound impersonating you, and seems to still be active. What was the story about that?
He's a dude I used to talk to on Skype called Sekukix or something. He liked to copy my style, and that was even an offhand joke about him becoming Pokefound, which I guess he took up on it. I think his art sucks. It looks like my art from 2012, which was bad.
Yeah, you didn't tell him to stop or confront him?
Nope. This stuff sucks, but it's also rampant on the internet.
Yeah, true.
Even way before him, I used to get messages on Tumblr of people thinking they were chatting with me on TF2, a game I've never played. Besides, there's AI to worry about that now. Anyone can do shitty imitations now.
Other than impersonating people's art using AI, I think it's fun to mess with. This is one of my favorite images.
He's finally a real human being.
Yeah!
Yeah, I do find AI funny. I especially like voice AI. I keep listening to Neko art covers. It does get me upset to see how it interacts with the art community.
So what is your favorite video game?
I cannot fucking answer that. It's hard. I like many. Oh. And there are more than one way to make a game a favorite. Like for instance, I really like Dark Souls, but I've played it for only a fraction of the time I played Bloons TD6.
Have you played any new games that you're into?
Plenty. I tried to keep up with the new games. Love Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda Tears. Love Chants of Sinnoh. Love Pseudo Regalia.
Yeah.
Love Pizza Tower, which should have won Best Indie at the Game Awards. Fucking sham of a show. Can't believe I wasted my time watching that.
It should have. It definitely should have. How much of My Little Pony have you watched? Have you seen any of the Generation 5? What do you think about it?
I stopped watching MLP a few episodes into Season 3, and I have not watched it since. Haven't seen Gen 5, so I have no thoughts, sorry. As I recall, the Season 3 episodes were really dull. It's been a decade, so I can't really recall exactly why. And it could have just been me being fed up with the series after years of drawing Pony non-stop.
Oof. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Sometimes I get the vibe of the Brony fandom was like a collective high. A lot of my peers that also quitted MLP feel the same about it.
Oh yeah, I was out after 2019, and then I came back around 2022. It dragged me back in. Now I'm obsessed with it.
Crack be like that.
Oh yeah, who was your favorite pony?
Fucking Derpy, my beloved.
And why is your least favorite Fluttershy? How dare you? What the fuck, man?
Excuse me? Fluttershy is great. Least favorite one is Applejack. She sucks.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify because you said this before.
Is that something I said before? I don't know. Guess my taste changed.
Have you been to any brony conventions in the past?
I have not. Best I've been to are Brony Forum meetups. There was a Brazilian Brony Forum which I enjoyed, and there were a handful of meetups. Those were pretty fun.
Have you been to any Pokemon meetups?
Also, yes. I was never good at the game, so I get obliterated. But it was fun.
Have you played the TCG?
I never played the TCG actually, but I should someday. I like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've dabbed with Magic. My IRL friends wants to get the One Piece starter decks, but the store keeps running out.
Yeah, I've never played either. I did collect cards when I was a kid, but that was about it.
I like tabletop games and card games. The past few months I've met up with IRL friends every week to play Gloomhaven. It's pretty fun.
Oh, my friend would like to know your opinion on Trixie.
Yeah,
Are you working on any projects?
Last year I made 3 small games that I posted on Itch.io. And I'm working on another short loot game. It's a platformer. Lots of stupid jokes. I had fun making it. But it's also very focused on the cold fetish, so...
Do you have a DeviantArt?
I have not. Ink Bunny is basically the only place I post nowadays.
Well, I appreciate you answering my questions and whatnot. I've never really done anything like this before, so I hope it's good, you know?
Yeah, bro, it's all good. I really hope that it put some closure to you. Thanks for interviewing me. I appreciate it. I've never really done anything like this before, so this has been interesting.
Well, y'all, I guess that's about it. I haven't really... Sorry if this wasn't as good as an interview as you'd hoped. This is my first time doing that, so I do plan on doing more interviews in the future, so make sure you're tuned in to see that. Yeah, thanks for watching, I guess. If you guys want to check out Pokehidden/OniHidden's work, I'll leave a link in the description to his Ink Bunny. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios. Bye.